How satisfied are you with your personal development, with what you learn every day in different areas of your life? It's sometimes I think we have this image of a society where some people are really involved with personal development, spiritual development, and others are simply aren't. And what I notice is actually everybody does regularly things to learn more, from watching informative TV programs about products consuming or history or news, to doing soft skills of art skills training on their work, reading books, even reading a romance. Often you come across things you didn't know about a certain land or a certain historic period. So it's actually something we all do. And my question is, how satisfied are you, both about what you do learn, what you do manage to do or get the chance to do about learning, and also how satisfied are you about the results? And I find that a really nice way to evaluate and to look a bit wider is to use the wheel of life, where the different areas of your life are depicted. So if you look at development, learning and growth in the different aspects of your life, you can get an idea of, are there trends? Do things tend to work in a bit of this in the same way in all areas of my life? Or maybe you can notice that some areas are really strong if it comes to learning and developing, and others are a bit overlooked. And you may have good reason for, you may not be really interested in developing certain areas, or it may get you thinking if you realize that in certain areas there's really little happening. So my invitation is to look at the different areas really quickly. For instance, in your work. In work, really often it's common to be offered trainings, mentoring, depending on the function you have, art skills, soft skills. And are you happy about the sort of things you learn, about how much you manage to learn, how many opportunities, how much learning there is, but also are you satisfied with the results? Maybe you do a lot of trainings, but you don't really see an improved level of satisfaction about your work. You don't really enjoy working more because of that, or you don't feel you're growing in your work because of all the things you've learned. Or maybe you start to have a kind of feeling that you would like to actually do different kind of things to develop. So maybe you are in a kind of job that you don't really are passionate about anymore, and you are actually unsatisfied because you are dreaming of something else. And then you can apply exactly the same also to other areas. For instance, money. Looking at, are you learning something new about money? I think this is often overlooked. There's so much to learn also about money, about how to earn them, how to invest them, what to do with them and what not to do with them, how to be more sustainable in the way we use them. Really looking at what do you know, what would you like to know more, and do you get enough chances, enough opportunity, do you do enough to learn what you would like to learn about around money, and does it deliver the results that you would like? Maybe you want more money and you wonder, could I learn something that helps me get there? Or you have enough money and you would like to do something good with the extra, invest in something that makes you feel good about how you use your money. And then if you look at the area of relationships, that's another areas where I think we often lose sight of how much can be learned. And I'm talking here about romantic relationship, and for some, I believe often things go just naturally really well. There's also so much that can be learned about how to make your relationship even better, or how to make something that goes well but not fantastic, to bring it from good to fantastic, how to cherish the other. And if you reflect on that, do you feel a desire of maybe learning, developing, growing in that area? And what are the options for you? What could be the difference? What could that bring to you in your life? And you can do the same when it comes to family. I believe everybody has some member of the family where there is some kind of conflict, disease, and or people you really, really admire and you would like to learn more from. How often do I hear about amazing grandparents that made a difference in the life of people? So you can look both at learning to improve relationships that are not going well, but that's not always possible, it's not always the point, but also how you can maybe learn from the amazing relationship you have with some members of your family. And somehow you can do exactly the same with friends. There are friends you can really grow closer to because you share interest, and you can look at, do I do enough, or am I completely satisfied? Because your own desire, your own wish is actually the way you measure if that's enough, if you want to do more. There's absolutely nothing outside of you that can determine that. But maybe there are some friendship that can use some more energy from your side, and other that maybe can be let go or reduced in investment of time and energy. Look at how you want to grow with regards to the contact with your friends. And your health. How much do you invest in your health? How much do you learn about how you can be healthier, you can be happier with your body, and how your health can be improved? You can think from attending the gym to doing courses to understand better how you can eat healthier, and healthier is a bit of a generic concept. Sometimes it could be also about discovering what's good for you. I personally found out some intolerances a few years ago where I had to exclude food from my diet. I chose to, that is considered really healthy, but it turns out there's something inside those foods that doesn't work for my body. So that was a really nice way to grow in the contact with my body, by investigating what was good for me or not on a really cellular level, and making adjustments. And okay, let's see, we went through work, money, health, relationship, family, and friends. The one that it's, I think the one we haven't looked at yet, it's pleasure. And that's a really good one. That's one where really often you don't think there's something to grow. You almost have this resistance, like, did I earn the right to enjoy some pleasure? I think you did, and I think we all do, and it's not really even about earning the right to enjoy. I think enjoying is really the way to live life. If you can go for what you want and enjoy what you have, you are in a really good place. And sometimes you have to learn how to do that, or you have to grow slowly in getting in contact with your desires and staying in contact and do something with them, starting also from little things. There is a path to be walked when it comes to desire, and it has a lot of effect on all other aspects of life. So if you are underestimating it, just take a moment to think how it could change your life, how you could actually enjoy growing in that area. So this was to have a little journey inside yourself to see how satisfied you are about how much development, how much growth and learning there is in your life in the different aspects, and what I would like to leave you with, what's actually the biggest discovery that you can do, the biggest question you can ask yourself, collecting all this information, reflecting on all these aspects, is what do you need? If you look at this situation, if you see how it is for you, how you are actually satisfied of, if you see the difference between the different aspects, what do you feel that you actually need? And what can you do about that? Just take some time in silence to feel this, and see what your next step needs to be. I'm sure it's gonna be really great, and I really hope this is gonna help you come a bit closer to yourself. And try this anyway. Try it a couple of times, share it with someone, and if it works, come back for more.